Here with senior Maria Deeter to preview the 2018 Concordia women's soccer season. How weird does that seem for you to hear the word senior Maria Deeter now?
Yeah, it's crazy. Time's flown by. I mean, I feel like you learn a lot throughout college, and people say it goes by fast, but you can't understand it until you're senior. I feel like it's going to be really surreal when they announce like senior for all the senior class. It's going to be crazy, but exciting.
I think when you've gone on a run like this program has the past several years, maybe you have to stop and enjoy it a little bit too. What's something you enjoyed the most about last season's championship season?
Yeah, last season was awesome. Just the fact that we were able to be the first, because we weren't the first team to win. I wasn't here when we won the first tournament championship, so to be the first to win the regular season was kind of extra special. I'll just take pride in that, to be the first of hopefully many Bulldog teams that can win the regular conference tournament, or regular tournament, whatever.
Is it kind of hard though to maybe take that for granted, and sometimes maybe you're so focused and you're taught by your coaches to be focused on that next game that you don't really take time sometimes to think about what you've accomplished?
Yeah, I think it's hard to really understand and fully grasp everything that we've done, especially for this senior class. I think once we're done, it'll be easier, but even now it's like, yeah, we had a great year last year, but we still have unfinished business. Like, there's still stuff we want to accomplish. And so until we're able to look back fully on our career, I think it'll be hard to really appreciate all the things we've done on and off the field.
I know you're always working out with a soccer ball. What are the summer months like for you in terms of training? Do you have a certain goal as far as touches, number of touches you want to get in? What's that like?
For me personally, I just kind of like to stay fit and stay in shape, so I enjoy working out. And then soccer-wise, there are certain things I like to kind of focus on, but it's all about touching on the ball, especially when you're not playing in like real game settings. So I don't really have a number or anything. But each day I kind of have a thing in my mind, like what I want to work on, shooting, passing, and whatnot. So I just kind of try to focus on some things I like to improve upon and things I need to stay sharp with.
I know you have a lot of teammates that are from out of state and some go back during the summer. How do you keep up with them and maybe make sure that they're staying on task and just keep up with them in general?
Yeah, social media makes it easier because you see what everyone's doing. It's fun to see what everyone does in their free time, and I think it's really cool with this team especially is that everyone's super driven. And so, not that I'm not worried about it, but I know we all have things we want to accomplish and everyone's on the same page for what we want to get done. And so I know everyone's been working hard and we've seen it and we've talked about it. So it's just kind of exciting that you don't have to push people because they just want to do it themselves. And I think that's a big turning point for a program, is when you have players that want to do it themselves and don't have to have that extra motivation.
Well, Coach Henson has talked about you being someone who at times feels like you want to do everything on the field, and how maybe you need to focus on your job. How is that process coming along?
I think it'll always be a work in process. It's just kind of part of who I am, and I don't know. I just like to help and do everything, and I know it's not, I don't know. It's just something that I need to work on, and we've talked about it, and that's awesome that he's been able, we have that relationship where he can tell me, but something I'll probably have to work on until the last game I play in a Bulldog uniform, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, it's part of who you are as a competitor, and I know you have teammates that are very competitive to you, like you. How does that kind of translate off the field too, that competitiveness?
Yeah, I think we're all competitive in our own ways, and there are just little niches that we'll even, you'll talk about at the lunch table, and you're like, oh, well, what score did you get on this, or how'd you do this? And people just like to, compete, but it's cool because you have the relationships with each other, so it makes it fun.
A little bit different now in terms of the makeup of the captains. I know Chelsea Bright and Taylor Roby are captains along with you.
You.
And Chelsea specifically is still a younger player. How have you discussed maybe the meaning of what that role is, and why do you think she's a good choice for it?
Chelsea's awesome. I think on the field she proved herself right away from preseason last year, and just the way she carries herself off the field and her drive and her motivation and her ability to have people kind of follow her. She's just one who naturally people tend to be drawn towards, and so I think along with that, and I look forward to being able to kind of help her out because I was in her shoes once. So I'm looking forward to kind of helping her out, and she's all about learning and just wants what's best for the team. So I think that's what will make her successful.
You played in the GPAC championship game every year in your career.
That is crazy.
Yeah, how do you describe what that rush is like and how it's different from any other game?
Yeah, I feel like it's all the accumulation of all the hard work you've put in, and it just, I don't know, it's a very rewarding feeling, but also nerve-wracking because you're like, we've worked so hard and we don't want to lose here, because I've been on both sides, win and loss, and it's still rewarding to get there because there are however many teams that didn't make it. So it's a good feeling, and it's just electric, and being able to host it's even more. So that's always a goal. So hopefully we can get there one more time for the senior class.
Well, obviously expectations are really high every year, the way things have gone lately. Last season probably didn't sit well the way it ended. In your mind, what would make this successful to you?
I think this year we're going in with big expectations. We obviously want to win. We want to win championships. So regular season tournament, we want to win them all. That's the ultimate goal, and we want to get to that tournament and take the next step for the program. I think really to leave that legacy, it'd be awesome if we could kind of take that next step and compete and kind of be on more of a national stage and get recognition on a national stage. You never know how a year's going to go, but I think those are kind of the goals we all have in mind.
All right, then we'll move on to some trivia questions. There's 10 of them that should go pretty quickly. In what year was Concordia founded?
Oh gosh, before my parents were in college, so 1955.
Actually, 1894.
Oh, what? Wow.
It's pretty old. This is
18.
the 125th
I should have known that.
academic year.
19. Well, I was way off. All right.
President Brian Friedrich got his undergrad degree from which of the Concordias?
Oh, do I get options or I have to pick?
Well, it was a Concordia.
Just a Concordia?
Which one?
Was it Ann Arbor?
No, it's Concordia St. Paul.
St. Paul. I wouldn't have guessed that. No.
What is the name of Concordia's Bulldog mascot?
Is it? Oh no. It's like starts with a B, doesn't it?
It does.
Bruiser?
Yes.
Yes?
That's Bruiser.
Yes. Okay, that's one.
This one might be tough. Prior to the introduction of the Bulldog nickname, what was the nickname used for Concordia's athletic teams?
I have no idea. A puppy dog? I don't know.
The teachers.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Huh.
We're sitting in the Walls Human Performance Center. What was Orville Wall's position at Concordia?
Was he the president?
He was.
There we go.
Which building is the oldest on this campus?
Founders Hall.
Yes. In 2015, Concordia signed a contract with which York radio station to be the official home of Bulldog Athletics?
I know the guy that's on it. I don't know. I have no guesses.
104.9 Max Country.
I knew that.
These ones are now women's soccer.
Okay.
How many consecutive years has the program reached the GPAC championship game?
4.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Who is the program's all-time leader in goals scored?
Oh, I know her. Is it Becky something? Amy something?
No.
No, what's her name? I've seen her name. I don't know though.
Jennifer Davis.
Jennifer Davis.
Yes.
That was way a long time ago.
In what year did the women's soccer program officially become a varsity sport at Concordia?
1960 something?
1996. That's
Really?
It's young.
I should have known that, Coach. Don't tell Coach I said that. He'll be mad. Like, you know that.
These are all documented.
Dang it.
Let me see what you get.
You got 2 right, I think.
3.
3 right?
3.
Sweet, I'll take it. 3 out of 10.
I don't know.